Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 4. So, depending on how long this takes, we will possibly get started with the next mission. But for now, let's get into The Witch and the Wolf. Back over to the bad guys.
I've tracked the Centurion's position to this area, right where we want them.
Uh-huh. So how do you plan on taking them down?
Our goal is to capture the ship, not capsize it.
Capsize. You sure get hung up on details, my man. The snow cruiser is a beautiful piece of work, but it's not like you'll get to keep it. I get why Doc Belgar's taking a scientific interest in it. So what's your horse in this race, Forseti?
A promise.
A promise?
Primaria, I'll have you sortie as well. But know this, failure is not an option. Nor shall disobedience be tolerated. Belgar's orders. Should you repeat the same mistake, you'll be sent back to the research facility.
Whoa there. What do you mean by that?
The laboratory is demanding we return their Valkyria. One of its top researchers, Professor Forster, has defected. Since then, our working relationship has been strained. We've been ignoring their demands thus far, but should you fail to prove yourself useful on the Crystal Sea...
Holy shit! You really suck at this. Sure, you're an ace when it comes to war, but you don't have a clue how to treat a lady.
I beg your pardon?
What the hell are you doing, twisting her arm like that before the final showdown? Seriously, what do you and Belgar think Primaria is?
A weapon. A tool. Nothing more.
Look, Forseti, and you too, Primaria. We're all comrades in arms, aren't we?
What?
Comrades?
I don't know the term comrades. I've only known...
Of course. We live together, fight together.
I've only known sadness and despair.
What else would you call that but comrades? So come on. We can afford to act like a team, right?
I think not.
I want nothing to do with it.
Have it your way, Forseti. Carry on with your little plan.
It's nice to know the bad guys are getting along.
You're nothing but a failure. Just a useless defect.
Perhaps I ought to return it to the laboratory. No matter. There's more where it came from.
Why? I gave them everything, and still they brand me as worthless.
It might have been the case of that whole, like, you didn't listen to orders thing. I think that's why they're upset.
Am I truly nothing but a failure?
Selvaria, you are the pride of the Empire. Prove your loyalty to His grace. Show the world your power.
Help me! Someone, please! Save me!
Hey, you in there?
It's that obnoxious man.
I hear Fenrir in there, which means you're in there too, aren't you, Princess? I need to speak with you. I'm coming in, okay?
No! Stay out!
Whoa now. You okay in there? You crying again?
I told you to stay out!
Fine, my bad. You're right, it's rude to enter a lady's room without permission.
Then leave me be. You could wait a millennium and still I wouldn't invite you in.
Oh. So I have to stand out here 1,001 years? Fine by me. You're worth the wait. You've been through a lot, haven't you? It must be hard having to tough it out all by your lonesome. Why don't we talk about it and...
Leave me alone!
Sorry, no can do. What sort of gentleman would I be if I left a damsel in distress? Guess I'll just come back later.
And something to add to that. You saw Silvaria there. That was sort of like the not in boss, but the she was a foe for quite a while in the game. Not last game, I should say first game, mind you. And apparently I just saw today that there's a number of DLCs for the game that, you know, paid DLCs you can buy that have different missions. Like, there's a mission with Squad 7 from the first game, there's a mission with, like, I think, like, Chimera, or maybe it's a story, it might not be a mission, but Chimera in Silvaria, and a number of other interesting missions. Now, it looked like if I wanted to buy them all separately, that'd be something like, I want to say it'd be like $30 or something, which is kind of a lot for a bunch of side missions. I'd love it if they bundle them all together for like 20 bucks or something. I'd totally buy it then. But they're all like $6 or $7 or $8, and there's like 5 of them, so they're kind of expensive. But I'd still like to play them at some point.
But you've changed, Kai. This war has changed you. You don't care about peace. All you care about is your own twisted cause.
Claude, if you wish to know the truth, then join me. I could tell from our battles how skilled a commander you've become. I'd welcome you with open arms.
You think? Wait, goddammit! Kai!
Am I intruding? My apologies.
Belgar.
Have you been reconditioned? Or whatever he said?
Gracious, I can hardly keep up with these constant calls from headquarters. Sounds like the army's in quite a state of turmoil. They're withdrawing from the Gallian front as we speak. Ah, yes. I suppose that would be good news for you. To say nothing of Prince Maximilian falling in battle. After writing off Operation Cygnus as a trifle for so long, headquarters must be reeling. They're assembling all the troops they can muster to defend the capital. That must be why they want it back. I assume they'll be recalling the rest of XO as well. The fools. They haven't a clue what creeps ever closer. If only they knew the truth of Operation Cygnus, they'd be throwing everything they have at it.
But their ignorance is our opportunity.
Indeed. I trust you will succeed this time.
Yes, sir.
Now then, about your roles in the coming operation.
Yes, my lord.
Have you been successfully brainwashed, children?
I would have you rest for now. Leave this one to Forsetti.
You will allow us to rest?
But of course, you two are my trump cards after all. I can't play my hand this early in the game. You understand, do you not? The role I have given you.
Yes, my lord. We do.
We are yours to command.
I'm glad you're taking so well to your calibrations. It'd be a shame to have to retire such valuable resources.
We're handing out air quotes like it's nobody's business here.
Thank you, Lord Belgar.
I don't want to be retired, Lord Belgar.
Thank you, Lord Belgar.
Yes, recalibration's a perfectly evil term.
Hey there, princess. Oh, come on, Fenrir. Don't give me that. You and me, we're one and the same. Loyal knights, sworn to protect our master. That makes us comrades too, right, boy?
I don't recall knighting the likes of you.
Nice view. You come here often? It's nice to have a place to yourself. Growing up, I didn't have anywhere to call home. Sure, I was born into a wealthy house. Problem was, my mother was the maid. Noble indiscretion. Like most bastards, I was neglected, abused. One day I'd had enough and I ran away to the slums. It was a real cesspool, a place for the lowest of the low. But at least I was free there. The streets were my true home. I met new people, found friendship, even fell in love. If my mind's in the gutter, it's always gonna be in their gutters. Holding on to that helps me get by. How about you? You got a place like that?
No. If I belong anywhere, it's under the knife.
Ah, that lab they want to ship you back to.
Every day was a new experiment. They'd strap electrodes to my head, apply stimuli, and observe how I'd react. Needle piercing, water torture, sleep deprivation, cut me apart, put me back together, slice my brain.
Easy, I get it. You don't have to relive all that.
But that's my true home. I fought so hard to be chosen. But even now, if I fail again, it's back to the lab. For more experiments, more torture. Until my final sunset. Do you finally see? No one can understand my pain. Leave me. I have nothing more to say to you.
Not happening. You think you deserve to be locked up in some loony bin? To hell with that. I'll never let those bastards have you. Right here's where you belong. And that's final.
How dare you? Not in a million years.
Not doing it for you? Huh? My pecs are usually a big hit with the ladies.
You... cur!
Yeah, you're right. I was a real hound dog. But not anymore. From this day forward, my heart is your home. And yours alone. If you want somewhere to belong, look no further. When you laugh, when you cry, I'll be there. For all of it.
Fenrir, teach this insolent oaf his place.
Ah, come on, boy, we're comrades, remember? Ah, damn it. Think about what I said, Chromaria. You do have a place where you belong!
What a fool.
I think he may have just asked her on a date. Anyway, yeah, that wasn't long at all. That was like 15, maybe even less minutes. So let's get started with the mission here.
The Centurions received a distress signal.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
It's from the Cavalier. We've both been making our way to the capital, but they've taken a different route. We have been surrounded by ground troops, requesting immediate assistance. The fact that they broke radio silence to call for help removed all doubt. Their lives are on the line.
So do we break formation to go to this obvious trap, or Do we just keep going? I wonder. I feel like we're not gonna leave them, because that's kind of what we do. We go and help people.
The Cavalier was attacked about 50 knots from the capital.
That's far enough that we could go around them and continue, while the Cavalier distracts them.
Our allies asked for help, and you want to abandon them? The Cavalier's going to sink without us!
Claude, you have to stay calm. You know this is a trap to lure us out. There would be a huge force waiting there for us. They want to take down our ships one by one. Don't let your emotions control you. If we keep moving while the enemy targets them, we can seize our chance.
I can see the logic. Leaving the Cavalier behind to head for the objective would limit the strain on our supplies. But can we really capture the capital with a single ship? One that isn't even running at full parameters? More than anything, can we really just sit by and watch another one of our sister ships fall? The Cavalier is between us and the capital. If we charge ahead at full speed, we can rescue them.
Do you really think the Cavalier can hold out, surrounded by that kind of force? Even if they could, it only proves that it's a trap for us.
Ms. Miller, how much engine output do we have available compared to before our breakdown?
Well, the main reactor's still non-functional, so we're relying on the backup engine. We're still operating under a limiter, but if we took it off, I think we could bring it up to 40%. But that would only last us a few hours. I don't know if the engine could take the strain after that.
It might just be enough to make it in time.
Captain, are you seriously thinking of going to help them?
Yes. It's not simply a matter of saving our allies, as Mr. Wallace suggested. We have learned from the loss of the comet. The greatest threat to our mission is the Valkyria herself. And judging from the Cavalier's transmission, I think it's clear she's among their assailants.
So you want us to take advantage of the distraction and attack them from behind?
The enemy will be prepared to intercept, but I imagine it'll be more favorable than facing them head-on.
But sir!
I don't know how, but it appears the enemy can move about freely on the Crystal Sea as well. Even if we let them go, we won't have heard the last of that Valkyria. If we want to win, we'll have to confront and defeat her. The sole objective of the Cygnus fleet is to take the Imperial capital. And to that end, we will defeat the Valkyria. Brian, change course.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hard to starboard. We're heading to rescue the Cavalier at top speed.
Mr. Wallace, I've made my choices based on my own determination. I suggest you do the same. But remember, we're soldiers, not machines. We have to carry out our mission, but that isn't our only purpose. You should always make choices that you won't regret, even if they aren't the right ones. I want you to remember that, no matter what comes to pass. Because lives hang in the balance at our command. And some consequences can never be undone.
Sir!
I'm sure that'll be important for later. Alright, Mechanic Man. Turn everything up to 11. But sir, the engine can't hold it.
Full speed ahead.
I don't care, do it anyway.
Full speed? We can't even get to half speed.
We're heading to a showdown with the Valkyria. We need all the power we can get.
A showdown? With the ship like this? That's ridiculous!
It only grazed us last time, and that took the whole damn reactor offline. Next time they're gonna sink us.
This is impossible!
Hey, why are you all acting so scared? This could be our chance to finally beat our archenemy and save our friends at the same time, right? I thought real men were supposed to get fired up in times like this.
Hey, you heard her! I thought I had a bunch of engineers in here! This ought to get your blood pumping! We're the best in Edinburgh, and we got the heart of a secret military superweapon in our hands! All right, boys. Let's show them what the Centurion can do! Aye, aye!
Let's get started, Andre. Take the limiter off the backup engine.
You trying to kill our backup engine too?
We're the best in Edinburgh, right? If we're that good, we can keep it from overheating.
Can't argue there, Missy. Okay, fellas. We got the fix of a lifetime on our hands! Let's get to it!
Can we just, like, I don't know, dump a bunch of ice on it? Maybe cool it down a little bit?
Things are about to get busy. I should make sure the gauze and bandages are close at hand.
The disinfectant is over here. Angie, can I ask you to disinfect the lighter wounds?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
A reliable assistant indeed. If you start feeling sick, you can always go back to your room. That's some aggressive acceleration.
Are you crying?
What was that?
Nothing.
I'm sure that was important. The cry of the Centurion. Is the ship crying? Maybe.
So that's it, huh? We're going up against Kai himself.
Shh. He's Forsetti now. I don't know if he's the commander here, but that request was urgent enough that we know the Valkyria's in play.
My brother, Forsetti, told me he had the strongest Valkyria in his unit. I'd guess his plan was to attack the Cavalier and use their distress call to lure us out.
Yeah, it sounds like him.
Man, we got a real-life Valkyria and a guy who doesn't care about using dirty tactics to win.
Yeah, it's a dangerous combination, all right. Claude, any idea how we're getting through this?
We've never gone head-to-head against them before. I don't know what kind of strategy would work. But there is a chance. Valkyria isn't a perfect weapon.
With that kind of power, I'd say she's pretty damn close.
I remember the effective strategy last time was to sandwich her between two tanks, so maybe we should try something like that.
No, that's just it. She might be too strong. I got the impression she couldn't fully control her power. If she had full command over it, she could have destroyed the entire Cygnus fleet.
Huh. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Even if you've got the most powerful rifle in the world, you couldn't hit a sleeping Porcavian without your sights.
I don't even know what that is, but
we don't
yes.
have to confront all that firepower head-on. We've got a weapon on our side called strategy. And that will give us our chance to win.
So that's a great strategy and all, but like what's our actual strategy? And where the heck are we about to fight with a bunch of square rooms in the middle of the sea?
Allow me to brief you on the upcoming operation.
Cavaliers surrounded by Imperials. Intriguing. To break the encirclement, we'll take on the enemies in the ruins and capture their camp. The ruins are divided into several stories, so we should aim to take the higher ground. Securing a vantage point will make our offensive that much easier. We also suspect that the Valkyria is nearby. Her attacks are powerful, but they always travel in an arc. As long as you can find an overhang to take cover under, you should be alright. So that sounds important. Alright, so we already got Claude in place. Kind of feel like we should get that second tank in place.
Onward to victory.
We'll try it out, see how well it works.
Here?
Lock and load!
So we get the gang all in here for all their
My
CP.
turn.
I don't know about you. You sound weird.
Let's rough them up!
Ready and waiting.
We'll see how well this works.
You're clear to deploy, Squaddy. Good luck.
I kind of thought we were going to have like a little cutscene showing us getting to here before, you know, actually just jumping into battle. This feels a little sudden. Or maybe did I skip... maybe I skipped something.
Encirclement and rescue the Cavalier. Squad E, move out!
I wonder if I skipped a scene. Maybe I did. Like an optional scene?
Captain Forsetti, how long are we to continue surrounding the enemy ship?
Until I order you to move.
But, sir, we've already eliminated the enemy's ground team. All that's left is to take control of the ship itself. Shouldn't we be preparing for close quarters combat?
I said wait for orders. Don't move until my command.
Sir.
He hasn't come. But I was sure he would.
What? You don't think they'll show up to the party? They'll come. Both your prediction and my intuition told us that. No doubt about it.
What's Cremeria's condition?
Just fine. Sitting there pretty as a princess. She's part of the plan this time, right? Seems like she's pretty happy about it.
That's not important. I'm using a weapon to its full potential. Nothing more.
There you go again, talking like... Oh. Well, looky here. A guest of honor. I'll go roll out the welcome wagon. Just like we planned.
I knew they'd come. Yes. Very good, Claude.
No sign of the Valkyria. Did they not need her after all? No. They must have deployed her. It's definitely Forsetti leading this attack. He's gotta have something up his sleeve. Keep an eye out for changes in the environment. Moving to the Cavalier.